Okay. 14 out of 15. Okay, that's fixed. Great. We are live again, everybody. Debbie! Debbie's got her game back. What's up, Debbie? She's back on task, everyone. Way to go, Deb. Trendy Orca's right behind you, swimming right behind you. Better watch him. Debbie's right behind you. I mean, he's 2 seconds behind you. Literally just 2 seconds. So keep an eye out on that orca. That blackfin. Okay, so on patrol. Citizens on patrol. Citizens on patrol. Cop. All right, so let me refresh that since it's saying 0. And I know there's more than 0 because we've got an orca swimming around. We've also got a Debbie. So make my hair look nice and pretty for the broadcast. And pretty hair. Like a supermodel. Nay's like a supermodel. He just needs a fan blowing on him. Fan blowing on me, all right. Oh, boom. Boom. Anywho, this is my... Look at that little head. Look at that noggin. Don't you just want to walk over there and kiss that little head? He knows his daddy loves him so much. You know, he knows how much I love him. He's like, that guy loves me. My daddy loves me. My daddy fusses over me. He cleans up my face for me. He keeps my ears feeling good. My daddy loves me. My daddy loves me. Beautiful. Why are you so beautiful and perfect? Why are you so perfect and beautiful? Why are you so perfect and beautiful? Little Diesel. It's because I'm black, right? Yeah, it's because you're black. Bro, that is so funny that you said that. Okay, so if Adam Benson comes in here, man, he'll love that you said that. I wonder if Adam will show up. Adam, let me know if you're here. Rhonda Michelle Gossett, happy Sunday to you and your happy husband. Said hello, please. So Orca. So when Adam and I were younger, and we still do today, we have a friend, and his name is Nate, and he was one of just a few black people who hung out with our crew, man. We had a whole bunch of people that we hung out with. And, you know, Nate was always there. Him and I were really, really close. He's a really good friend of mine. And as an inside joke, anytime Nate got slighted on anything, he would pull that race card, and it was always so funny. He's like, oh, it's because I'm black. I get it. I get it. Yeah, it's because I'm black. Okay, that's cool, guys. He would do it all the time, man. And I should fucking text his ass and see how he's doing. I haven't talked to him in a while. See if I can ring him up. He's a good guy. Really good drummer. Huh. My phone is kind of flipping out right now. What's wrong, phone? Why won't you? Okay, there you go. I like it. There you go. Yeah, I got him here, I believe. Huh. He's not coming up here. I must text him somewhere else. Where'd you go, buddy? Let me type his whole name. There he is. Kissy. Kissy, am I seeing your comments? No, I am not seeing your Facebook comments, Kissy. Come on over to I've never texted Nate before. We've only just talked on the phone, I guess. Where the fuck? We talk on the phone? I don't know. That's so weird. Maybe we talk on another account. He probably has another account, or he must hit me up on another one of my accounts. That must be it. We'll find out. Anyway, Kissy's trying to say hello, and her text isn't coming up on Facebook for some reason. So, Kissy, what I would love for you to do is come on over to YouTube. Just go to the YouTube app and look up Nay's Garden, and you'll be able to text on there. Or, you know, one of my other Facebook accounts, you can watch this on. I have 5 Facebook accounts I'm broadcasting to. Freaking Oracle! How's it going, buddy? Happy Sunday, Rhonda. Randy, hey. Orca says, hello, Kissy, if she can make it here. Hey, Orca, you and Kissy are swimming around in the same ocean, bro. How cool is that? Did you know that? You and Kissy. Hey, Josh, you and Kissy are swimming around in the same ocean. I love me some Kissy. Josh, Orca, hails yeah. Yeah? Cool, huh? We've got some interesting names coming through the chat spamming right now. Not boosting my goddamn chat numbers at all. You know, I get all these spam people, but they don't give me they're just in and out, and it doesn't affect my numbers. White gold. It finally let down the white gold in Indiana. White gold. Josh, I don't understand what you mean. Once you go Orca, you never go back. Hey, man. There's Jeffy again. He just texted me. Oh, that was yesterday. Oh, that's weird. I don't know why I'm just getting that today. Notifications are off. Yeah, I don't need notifications on here. That's weird. Who just fucking... Is that Kissy? Oh, it's Kissy. None of my comments are going on there. Huh. Kissy, try going to YouTube. Nay's Garden on YouTube. Just go to YouTube. Nay's Garden, man. I'll pop all over the place. You'll see me live all over the internet. If you just type in, go to YouTube, go to search, type in Nay's Garden, and just select a channel that you want to watch on. I'm broadcasting to 6 different YouTube channels right now. So there's no reason why any of you shouldn't be able to get a chat through to me on here. It's not like I've got Kissy blocked. You know, it's weird. It's really weird. You know, I would never block Kissy. So... Can't wait for her to jump on. Yeah. Oh, there she is. Hi, Kissy. She's here. We can see you now. Kissy, my friend Trendy Orca, his name is Sean. He is he's out there in your area. So just know there's more trendies out there. If you ever need an orca to swim by and save you, we got one out there. I know, he's nowhere near the ocean, right? He says he makes his own ocean wherever he goes. His ocean is large and inclusive. He's saying hello to you right now. I don't know if you guys are on the same YouTube channel. You guys on the same YouTube channel? How cool are we, huh? It's a small world. I'm back in the Midwest. Right. That's where Orca is. He's in the Midwest. Pretty close. You're going to find out. All right. So, how about we do a bong rip? Yeah, right. Let's do a bong rip to No Law Regarding Tornado Alley. How about that? Cheers, guys. When did you get arrested, Kissy? That's fucking crazy. You got arrested? What? You didn't get arrested for cannabis, did you? In August? Holy moly. I must have had a bad influence on you. Did I turn you into a criminal? It was for cannabis? Oh my God. What? And you got arrested for it? Don't give myself that much. I'm not. You know I'm not. I've met you already. You know I'm not. I take no credit. What was the charges? How did it go down? What the fuck, man? I can't believe they still put people in jail for cannabis anywhere in this country. That itself shows you how feeble-minded we are. Just as Americans, we are so feeble-minded. We can't just look at the state next door and go, hey, man, we should be doing that too. Why should my kid go to jail if they want to experiment with cannabis? You know? No one ever got hurt messing around with cannabis. The only people that get hurt messing around with cannabis are the ones who the police beat up when they arrest them. And that's the most danger cannabis is going to cause you, is if you get arrested with it. That doesn't make sense. Why should the punishment and the capture of you be more detrimental to you than the drug itself? Start month. Wow, I'm so sorry. Oh man. We got to do a lot of bong rips for Kissy, guys, this whole month. We're bong ripping. I mean, this whole year, we're bong ripping for you. A year. Your crypto's in the green. Yeah, not mine. I got some Bitcoin. My Bitcoin is not in the green. But Bitcoin I bought this morning is in the green. No, it's not. It's not in the green. It's way under, actually. It's not doing good at all. I've had some close calls, but I guess I just look innocent. Sean, you do look innocent. You do. You have an innocent look about you. It's good. Had to do drug classes in Indiana for cannabis. Josh, I'm so mad. I'm so sorry, Kissy. What, did they catch you smoking in your car or something? Bong rips for Kissy, everybody. It's a tall order. Bong rips for Kissy. No law regarding Kissy. Quarter of the hour. Cheers, everybody. Kissy sent me a picture of her with the triage oil in her hand. I gave her some triage oil, or she bought some. And she gave me a picture of her holding the triage oil. Kissy, Could I show them the picture of you holding the triage oil? Would that be okay? You'll fill me in? Yeah, please do. The police officer didn't have one real reason as to why he pulled you over, which is why he said 3 different things, right? Cool. Thank you. Thank you. I want you guys to see Kissy. Remember that day I was sending you pictures of that stump and you're like, you need to clean your lens on your camera. I'm like, yeah, I do. God, this girl's good, man. Is it going to focus? There we go. Got the triage oil. What? Triage oil. What? You got a lawyer? Kiss, you got a lawyer? Dave Campione is asking. I could just make this my desktop image. God damn, ooh la la. Yeah, right, freaking Oracle? I've got so skinny. Oh, really? What state is this in? Dave C. I don't know. She didn't say what state it was. Good. There's these lawyers in California. They're called Pop Brothers at Law. I've had them on the show as guests before. You go check them out on the internet. On their YouTube channel is it's probably Pop Brothers at Law on YouTube, and on Twitter they're the Was Law because they're Wasserman. It's their last name. They're brothers. They've got really, really, really good information about cannabis-related stops, traffic stops, traveling, whatever. It's worth you going and watching that, and also informing your lawyer if you pick up any information that he might not be aware of, because these guys, they're familiar with law all around the United States. And they're great. And if you have a question, you can ask them your question while they're live, while they're podcasting. And your lawyer could hit them up too. They're great guys. And all they want to do is help cannabis users. Pop Brothers at Law. Pop Bros at Law. I'm so sorry, Kissy. I live by Kansas City. So, yeah, the cops have stopped me walking to a library. They ran my ID and let me go. No clue why they stopped me. So that was fun. Not. Yeah, it wasn't like Sean fit the description of anybody that robbed a bank or anything. I mean, Sean doesn't look like any person I've ever met in my entire life. He is an individual for sure. And I guarantee you, they weren't checking him because he looked like somebody who just robbed some lady, on the street. They just fucking picked him out. That's fucking crazy. It'd be like me walking down the street and police coming up to me and saying, yeah, you fit the description of somebody who just robbed a bank. I'd be like, bullshit, motherfucker. Nobody look like me. Not nobody that's robbing a bank. Now, you might find a guy at a cannabis event that looks just like me, because he does, and he's a good-looking guy. But it ain't me. And he ain't robbing a bank. Hey, unless De Niro's knocking over another bank. What? Shut up, you. Kansas is so strict. Fuck Kansas, man. And fuck every goddamn state that doesn't give you all of the same exact liberties around cannabis that California does. At least that. And it should be more. They shouldn't be telling me I can only grow 6 plants without some kind of a fucking license. What's that bullshit? What if I'm not a great grower? What if I can only grow plants this big and I don't know what I'm doing? I can only grow 6 of them? Fuck you. No law regarding cannabis. How about that? That's one we like to say, huh? Let's do that. No law regarding cannabis. He said it was because I didn't use a blinker, but it was midnight and I was the only car on the road. Then he said I took off too fast. Then it was my truck smelled like cannabis. And then he thinks the green in the floor was cannabis, so he didn't know why he actually pulled me over. But I got. Fuck! Damn, it was so long ago. It's weird is that, did you tell me that something happened to you or something? Did you ever mention that to me? Because I don't remember if you did. And I kind of remember you saying that something was going on, but maybe you never mentioned it to me before. I would think that would be the kind of thing you would tell me, you know? I kind of have a little experience around the whole cannabis legal thing. You did tell me? Maybe I was thinking it happened a long time ago or something. I don't know. Maybe I don't know, man. Maybe my head was up my ass, like it usually is. He used the blinker. Then he said he smelled cannabis. Kansas still calls it PC. Kissy, yes. Yo, Enoch, what's up, son? Packing a bowl. And we're smoking for no law regarding cannabis. 420 Newfoundland. That cop just wanted to meet the hot chaka that just blow by his downtime on patrol. Yeah, but dude, maybe she wasn't flirting with him enough, so he decided to give her a ticket instead. God, could you imagine if you could fucking prove that in a court of law? That's actually Randy. Look, hey, no offense to anybody, but she's an attractive woman, and I could totally see a police officer doing that to her. You know? He'd only been a cop for 5 months. Oh, what a lucky pig. What a lucky oink oink he was on that day. He got to pull you over. What a douchebag. It's not probable cause. The cops still do it anyway. Well, I want you to check out Pop Brothers at Law, Kissy. Please check them out. Please go to one of their podcasts, go to one of their live streams and talk to them if you have questions. They have so much experience around this. Profiling. You have a Tahoe with tinted windows? It was midnight. Oh, they couldn't see you. I got you. Cops. You've had female cops ask you out before, Orca? I had a female cop pull me over for doing a wheelie in front of her on the interstate. That was a fun day. Hater, but that was some bullshit. No, I'm a cop hater. I don't like cops. They're cops for a reason. Serve and protect my ass. Why aren't they reporting other cops when other cops are fucking brutalizing people? Because they're not there to serve and protect. Just like politicians aren't there to help us. You know? An attorney can fuck him up in court since he may have messed up on paperwork since he's on 5 months in. Josh, maybe. That's possible. A good lawyer will find that. It sounds like they totally profiled you. You idiot. Says Kissy. Yeah, I know. I'm surrounded by it. We got to smoke this no law regarding cannabis for Kissy. Newfoundland. Cheers. Cheers, Enoch. And turn around. Every now and then I gotta pack a little cannabis into my bong and get high, turn around. Well, every now and then I gotta smoke a little bit of cannabis and then blow some rings. Turn around every now and then. I gotta get a little bit higher and to fire up my podcast. Turn around every now and then. I gotta go something nice with a little bit of cannabis glass around. Trendies every now and then. I gotta get real high. Turn around, trendies. Every now and then I gotta get real high. And I need it more than now. Cause I need some cannabis forever. And I know I'll smoke right now. And I know this song won't remember anything that I say. Because none of the words will matter in the time I'm smoking on my cannabis. And I'm gonna lose my voice on this note. Cheers. Did I inspire all that singing? And Kissy inspired the singing. Yes, you did. Of course you did. Turn around. Bye. Why? Because I start singing again. Quit showing up. What? Because I'm blowing smoke rings? I always blow the smoke rings. What do you mean? I'm always doing it. My cat. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. I'm going to talk to your cat right now, okay? Or I'm just going to adjust your cat. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. You ever heard a cat do that? Your cat ever done that shit where it's like trying to get your dog like meow, meow, and you're like, psst. Cat's like meow. So then it's like meow, and you're like, whoa, right on. Okay, a little vocalization there. I got you. All right, what were you saying exactly? Meow. Anybody's cats do that shit? Mine does that sometimes. What's your opinion on the Biden crime family? They're like every other politician. They're like every other political family. Joe Manchin, Trump, Clinton, Bush, Obama. They're all fucking criminals. What's your name? Who are you? I can't see your name. I'll see it in a second. Temple of Marduk. You're going to have to tell me what your name is. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to call you Temp. Yo, Temp. Yo, Temp. That's your name. Cussing my cat and cat on knees. You seem to be in a really good mood. Spread the joy. You want me to dance? No dancing. No, I'm not in a good mood. The market is not making me happy right now. I'm not happy with the crypto market right now. Kissy, you know that right before I met you, I met this old man and his wife, and they didn't know what crypto was. And while we were sitting in the airport waiting for the plane, I explained to him what crypto was. He downloaded Cash App and he bought his first Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin immediately started crashing. And I told him it would. So I was like, the value's going to go down as soon as you buy it. So, okay, it's going to happen. As soon as you buy it, you're going to want to watch the value go up. It's going to go down. But don't worry, it'll eventually go up again. It just always happens when you buy it. I don't know why. It's the weirdest thing. It doesn't matter when I buy, but that price is going to drop if I buy it. And if I just wait, it eventually, you know, catches up. But look at Cardano, $1.06. That is going to go up to $2 in no time, guys. It's at $1.06 right now. It's going to almost double really soon. Jesus, I gave you a compliment and you couldn't even say, okay, no more compliments for you. What was the compliment? I don't really, oh, because I'm in a good mood. That's a compliment? Oh boy, when it becomes a mood, it means I need to start working on my persona. I'm sorry. I need to appear to be in a good mood more often is what I'm saying. Uh-oh, orange creamsicle time. Orange creamsicle time. Lucky this. I don't know. I'll just let you glance it for a second, and then we'll go back to full cam. My cat is meowing at me. You want to go outside, cat? Hold, please. Hold, please. All right, let's go back to full cam. But that. Also, but don't bash it. No, you know, Kissy, what can I say? I want to do whatever I can to make you happy, you know? Whatever it takes. Okay, for real, you're out of here? Unreal. Whatever. If you have to leave, you have to leave. You know, this says I only have 10 people watching me, and I'm like, I'm so heartbroken. So heartbroken. Psh, stop yelling. It's Joe. No, I don't want to yell. I don't want to yell. I can't stop it, you know? I don't have control over that. But, you know, I know that if I could stop yelling, I'd have more people watching. I always say that to you. I'm giving you a hard time. All right, bye. Take care, Kissy. And remember, Pop Brothers at Law on YouTube and Twitch. Pop Brothers at Law and the WAS Law on Twitter. You can contact them. You get free information from them. You can watch their podcast. You can talk to them live. They might be able to help. You know. Hey, Milan, what's up? Hi, Tiffany. Which crypto do I suggest? Cardano right now. It's $1.06. Check it out. Highly recommend Cardano, guys. That's this one. It's $1.06. Bro, if I was buying crypto right now, I'd be stacking on fucking Cardano and Bitcoin. You know, even Matic is a good buy at $1.53. Sandbox is gonna double for sure, man. It's at $2.95. It's gonna go back to $6. It's gonna go way past that. Ethereum is a fantastic buy. You want to watch a video about Ethereum? You want to learn something about Ethereum? Guess who put out a video on Ethereum today? The very fucking podcaster that I recommended this morning. He put this up 3 hours after.
It's going to be completed anyway. And what impact could this have on?
He put this up right after I told you guys you should check out his channel, and this is exactly what you guys need to hear. Because look, Ethereum's at $2,400 right now, and a lot of people, you think, dude, I can't afford that. Oh, dude, you could get $20 of Ethereum. You don't have to get $2,400 of Ethereum. But your $20 is going to be worth $21, you know, maybe then $22. It'll go up in value. And then you'll start understanding crypto, you know?
On price. Am I still bullish? In my video today, I'm going to attempt to answer all of these questions. I'll also give you some of my own thoughts. We're going
to skip his limerick that he does.
Don't go anywhere.
He does this really stupid limerick. I like his intro. That's cool as fuck.
Sorry, folks. I really must remember to switch this off. I'm so sorry.
Oh, wait. Let me see this.
Hello? Guy, me old mucker. It's Cousin Barry from Barking. How's it going, sunshine? Barry, hello. Nice to hear from you. Yeah, I'll get right to it, Guy, me old China. You're a busy man. I'm a busy man. Things to see, people to do. You know how it is. Okay. So, I met some geezer down the battle cruiser last night. What said you were in the old financial advice game? Been watching your channel, innit? So I thought to myself, yes, please, I'll have some of that. So I picked up the old dog and bone, and here we are. What you got for me? Sorry, Barry. The chap you talked to must have got the wrong end of the stick. You see, this channel is just for education and entertainment, I'm afraid. I'm not qualified to give financial advice. I'm just a chap.
Until you appear in the garden, bro, and now you're giving financial advice. Welcome to the garden. We keep it real here, Guy. We don't lie to our audience. Yes, this man is about to give you financial advice, and he's about to give you some wonderful financial advice. He always does. And he always prefaces this by saying, this is not financial advice. He usually has a stupid limerick. But I got to say, I love the skits. What can I say? I love the characters. I hate the freaking limericks, but I love the skits. This is great. I fucking love it, man. I love it.
On YouTube who loves crypto. That is too bad, my old mucker. Too bad. Well, let's get a couple of points in one of these days and have a proper natter. Love to stay in chat, but you know how it is. Yeah, of course. Yeah, well, good to chat, Barry. Catch up soon. Right-o. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Cozy crap. Yes, please, love. I've got a mouth drier than Gandhi's flip-flop over here. Cousin Barry. There's a reason we haven't stayed in touch. Anyhow, I should add, not being a financial advisor, I also hold ETH as part of my personal portfolio.
That was
great. Just so as you know.
Guy, his name is Guy, by the way. Guy, that was fucking fantastic. I am so amazed at that little, and I've seen him do little skit things before too. I have. But replacing the limerick, which I hate, with a fucking witty little skit like that, which I love, bro. Come on, bro. You're winning me over here. What can I say?
Also, if you want to see more from the Coin Bureau and maybe meet some other gruesome members of my extended family, then subscribe down there and give the old bell a ding dong too. And then YouTube.
And let me just say this too. You guys can all subscribe to Coin Bureau on YouTube. He's made me a lot of money. This man's made me a lot of money. He makes me a lot smarter and a lot wiser. So understand that.
It lets you know when I release. Timestamps in the video timeline, if that's your thing. But if you watch till the end, then this video does better, and I feel happy.
Why is Tiffany saying, "Oh man, did I miss the show"? I don't understand that. Should I get another coffee? Oh no, I still got coffee. Only 1 tablespoon of creamer.
Yeah. Okay. That's the waffle out of the way. Let's crack on. Arguably, the most consequential upgrade to Ethereum since its birth is the move to Ethereum 2.0.
Very important.
This is due to come to a head this year as we move on to
cheaper gas fees, cheaper transactions, cheaper for you to move your crypto from one wallet to another, send it out, receive it. And all of that costs gas fees to transport because all of the people that are, right, they're mining crypto, they're verifying your transactions. They got to get paid. paid. They got to get paid, son. So you got to pay them a little bit. But the whole point is you don't have to pay a lot that goes to somebody that's raping you to do it. And this should be all about lowering those gas fees. Let's see what he says. I haven't seen this yet.
To the next stage of the upgrade, the proof of stake merge. Now, I think we need a quick update on what exactly is being upgraded with ETH 2.0 so that we're all on the same page. It's also important to clear up any misconceptions that are out there about ETH 2.0.
You guys got a good connection?
The ETH 2.0 upgrade officially got underway in December of 2020 when the developers launched what is called the Beacon Chain. This was a separate Ethereum network that would function as the eventual proof-of-stake blockchain. It stores and manages the registry of validators and coordinates the shard chains. The next stage of the ETH 2.0 roadmap is the proof-of-stake merge. Now, this was originally planned for last year, but was pushed back to this year. Quite simply, the merge is when the current Ethereum proof-of-work chain will merge with the Beacon chain. This will mark the end of the proof-of-work consensus mechanism, and miners will no longer be crunching crazy numbers. Instead, you'll have network validators who will stake ETH in order to propagate blocks. There are, of course, many benefits that will come from this. One of these is the fact that maintaining the Ethereum network will be more environmentally friendly. The energy used in order to maintain a proof-of-work blockchain is one of the biggest sticking points for those cryptocurrencies that use them. For example, according to Statista, the energy needed to push through one Ethereum transaction is 238 kilowatt hours. The energy required to process 100,000 Visa transactions is only 148 kilowatt hours. So the move to proof of stake will make Ethereum a lot more green. Now, this has important implications, which I'll cover in due course. But, and here's the most important point, the proof of stake merge won't immediately lead to a massive increase in scaling. That's because it's all still one blockchain that will have to process transactions in a sequential manner. The massive scaling component of ETH 2.0 comes with the launch of sharding. Yes, that's sharding with a D, just before you guys jump on those comments. Now, for those who don't know, sharding is the concept of breaking up the into a number of different, well, shards.
Thank you, Tiff.
It's a concept that's been used in database scaling for a number of years and is now being implemented in blockchain technology. As it relates to Ethereum, these separate shards will be their own independent blockchains called shard chains. 64 shard chains will spread the Ethereum network load and allow different transactions to be propagated concurrently. Quite simply, it's parallel computing. Now, there isn't time to go into the exact mechanics of sharding here, but I'll leave links to some resources in the description to give you a bit more info. But the point is that the crazy scalability improvements that you're hoping for are only likely to come after we transition. Okay, so that's a short overview of ETH 2.0. But how far are we along? Well, when it comes to progress, things are moving steadily, albeit slowly. Firstly, in regards to the Beacon chain, that has been live for over a year now, and the amount of ETH staked in it continues to climb. There's currently over 9 million ETH locked up here. On the first birthday of the Beacon chain last year, Vitalik released an updated roadmap for ETH 2.0. It's really interesting, and I'll leave a link to it below. Basically, it shows what we can expect to be built on ETH 2.0 post the merge. We have the Surge, Verge, Purge, and Splurge, since the VDog is as much of a poet as yours truly.
That's funny.
Now, a few days after this tweet, he also released a blog post that took us through his vision of the Ethereum 2.0 endgame. He spoke of trustlessness and censorship resistance to levels accordant with his accepted standards. That post is also linked to below, by the way. Anyway, this should give you a comprehensive picture of what we can expect on the Ethereum network in the coming years. The merge is just the first step towards that dream of a decentralized computer, which we all hope Ethereum can one day become. But baby steps, the merge comes first. About 2 weeks after Vitalik released this, the Ethereum devs launched the Kintsugi testnet. This was a, quote, longer living testnet that would allow developers to experiment with Ethereum in the exact manner that the network would operate after the changeover. These devs could, for example, test certain DeFi apps and tools, and the ETH developers encourage them to give it a fair crack of the whip. If you are a developer, I'll leave a link to it in the description so you can give it a spin yourself. And fun fact, kintsugi is the Japanese art of putting broken pottery pieces back together with gold, and I couldn't think of a more apt metaphor. Anywho, there was a lot of testing of kintsugi over the holidays, and on the first dev call earlier this January, senior ETH 2.0 researcher Tim Bako gave an update. There were a few minor issues here and there, and work began to fix them. According to Tim's tweet thread, there are a few more updates that need to be worked on before the merge. They're also going to launch one more merge testnet, which, quote, may be the last one prior to the existing going through the merge. Okay, so that's from one of the senior devs on ETH 2.0. However, there were many in the community who were slightly disheartened by comments that Vitalik made in a recent episode of the Bankless podcast. This was to discuss that roadmap that I mentioned earlier. In it, the host asked him to rate the progress that Ethereum had made so far in the past 6 years towards the endgame that he envisions. He said that it was 50% there. Now, many on crypto Twitter appear to have been thrown off by that statement, as it would of course imply that it would take another 6 years to realize Vitalik's full vision. However, I think that the FUD was misguided. That's because the statement was in relation to the entire roadmap of his. The merge was only the first step, one which will hopefully be taken soon. Moreover, he claimed in that same podcast episode that once the sharding was implemented, then they would be 80% there. On Chinese social media, for example, there was some rumors circulating that ETH...
Yeah, Tiffany, I would say don't look at stocks. Instead, look at crypto. Look at the whole crypto. Look at NFTs. Look at staking. Look at liquidity pools.
ETH 2.0 would be delayed.
Look at trading.
Another year. This was based on some story on WeChat. Now, when asked about this in a popular Ethereum WeChat group, Vitalik said in Chinese that he didn't say that. And for those of you who didn't know, yes, Vitalik speaks Chinese, having taught himself a few years back.
Wow.
Because that's what geniuses do, right?
Wow.
I'll upload this interview he did in Chinese from about 3 years ago if you want to hear him in action.
Wow.
Okay, so this then begs the very important question, when merge? Well, I happen to think that it's likely going to be in Q2 of this year. And if that does indeed come to pass, what exactly could this mean for the price of ETH? Well, putting aside sentiment and speculation for the moment, it's important to look at the economics of the merge and what it does to ETH demand and supply, that old chestnut. Firstly, there's the question of what it will do to all that ETH that's been locked up once the merge has happened. Could all those who've had their ETH locked up for years finally be able to withdraw and hence sell it? Well, not quite. That's because there will be a limit on the exit rate of the validators. This will be done in order to make sure that there's not too much of a rapid change in the validator set. So what this means is that you will only have a max of 4 validators every epoch, which is every 6 points. Only 0.29% of current trading volume hitting market, less than 0.02% of circulating supply hitting the market. Now that doesn't sound like a market crashing amount of ETH that will be unlocked. Moreover, this makes the assumption that all validators will want to exit. There could be an equally strong number of institutions, whales, miners, and other market participants who were eager to stake, but only once the merge went through. They may want to join the validator queue. So it's entirely possible that the amount of ETH being locked to stake could exceed the amount that is being withdrawn. Beyond this, though, there's also some research that has looked at the economics of it post-merge. Here we have a recent report from Coinbase Institutional. It basically takes a look at what ETH2 could mean for both Ethereum and other layer 1s in the ecosystem. Now, the main section I want to focus on here is the one that talks about the merge monetary policy. What it says is that the merge could lead to efficiency gains, as more ETH will end up being staked than is being created. Moreover, it makes the point that miners are, of course, forced sellers. They have to sell in order to meet expenses to pay for the mining rigs and electricity. However, running a validator is much, much cheaper, and replacing miners with fewer validators could reduce that ETH issuance by up to 90%, the report claims. It also estimates that this will lead to a fall of between 30 and 50% in the amount of ETH that's being sent to the exchanges. Now, of course, the less ETH hitting exchanges, the less sell pressure to impact on the price.
Bureau.
Now, this is pretty bullish for me. But of course, it doesn't change the fact that the merge won't drastically improve user experience. This is something that the researchers also point out. However, in the interim and beyond, one of the best solutions for user adoption of Ethereum is, of course, those layer 2 protocols.
Wow.
The Ethereum layer 2 world is moving so damn fast that it's sometimes hard to keep track. Optimism, Arbitrum, Polygon, Starkware, Loopring, to name but a few. All of these solutions using rollup technology such as ZK rollups or optimistic rollups. Now, there isn't time to go into the nitty-gritty of the tech here, but feel free to watch my video on Ethereum scaling. I also show you there how to use those layer 2 solutions, so it's definitely worth coming back to later. I'll leave a link in the description for you. The point is that there is an insane amount of adoption in the layer 2 space. Nearly all dApps are now deploying layer 2 solutions, and the TVL, total value locked, in these protocols is reaching record-breaking levels. For example, according to the website L2Beat, the TVL in all of layer 2 is now standing at $6.36 billion. This is up from a little over $100 million only a year ago. Some of these layer 2 solutions provide a user experience in terms of fees and speed that is even challenging the status of large centralized exchanges. For example, last year, at the peak of DEX trading, the volume traded on DYDX's layer 2 protocol exceeded that of Coinbase for a day. It's crazy, right? Now, according to that aforementioned Coinbase institutional report, these layer 2s could be the deciding factor of whether any ETH killers will be killed first. Moreover, there's a common misconception that these layer 2s could become obsolete when the ETH 2.0 upgrade is complete. On the contrary, sharding of the main Ethereum chain will compound their scalability. It will allow the rollup solutions to take full advantage of more Ethereum block space. To quote the researchers, quote, "This would be crucial for allowing the network to potentially scale to billions of users in the long run, processing tens of thousands of transactions." Quite simply, these layer 2 solutions are core to Ethereum's future. Take it from Tim. Okay, this is all great, but why should this impact the price of ETH? Well, let's not forget that in order to enter many of these rollup solutions, you have to lock up ETH. This is ETH that's been taken off the market and will only ever come back once users exit from the bridging smart contract. The larger that TVL, the less ETH there could be hitting the exchanges. Beyond this, though, the more dApps and users on layer 2 platforms right now, the more that are likely to eventually use the ETH main chain when that full scaling capability is released. It's a lot easier to port over a dApp that was built on Arbitrum to Ethereum, for example, than it is to move one over from Solana or Avalanche. The point is, infrastructure built on ETH layer 2s is positive for Ethereum. In the words of Starkware CEO Uri Kolodny, quote, "Today, Ethereum could be viewed as Manhattan in the middle of the 17th century.
Wow.
Farms and manufacturers are all producing there. What we are doing is we are the skyscraper technology that uses the same footprint and now serves many, many more people. We think this can be built to any height that's needed."
Wow.
Imagine if you had bought a plot of Manhattan land in the 17th century.
And skyscrapers.
So now that you've had your hit of hopium, I want to quickly shift gears to another potentially strong catalyst driving investment into ETH post-merge, and that's ESG. For those who don't know, ESG stands for Environmental, Social and Governance. It's the new vogue in institutional investing, where large money managers Only invest in those companies, assets, or ventures that are seen as forwarding these goals.
Right.
Gone are the days when capitalists' main goal was ROI. Now it's all about changing the world. Am I right? Jokes aside, ESG investing is a powerful force driven by some of the largest money managers on Wall Street. Folks like Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, the largest fund of them all. ESG investing is a massive threat to cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin that rely on so-called environmentally harmful proof-of-work mining. Now, I talked about this in much greater detail in my video on the ESG threat to crypto, and you can watch that by hitting that link in the top right. Now, irrespective of whether you think this environment FUD is justified, you cannot deny that it's the prevailing narrative, from mainstream news articles to political talking points and more. In fact, the FUD would...
You guys can watch the rest of that at Coin Bureau on YouTube. Cheers, Tiffany. So, you can learn a lot from Coin Bureau. I have. You know, he gives a lot of information, a lot of technical analysis. So Bitcoin's right where I bought it at today. It's right where I bought it at. 35.2. That is where I bought it at. So it basically just it went in this massive dip, and then it came back a little bit. We'll see what it does. You switched over to YouTube, subscribe to this channel. Oh, good, Tiffany. You're going to learn a lot about crypto. While you're on YouTube, check out Lark Davis. Lark Davis and Carl the Moon. C-A-R-L. Carl the Moon. Lark Davis channel. The Moon. His name is Carl, but his channel is called The Moon. But if you look up The Moon, it's hard to find him. Put in Carl the Moon and you'll find him. Subscribe to those channels too. Watch them daily, all three of them. I mean, I wouldn't watch Coin Bureau daily, but I watch Lark Davis and daily, and I almost watch Carl the Moon daily. It's below my average buy-in price at 37. Wow, dude, your average buy-in on Bitcoin's 37, bro. That's great. My average buy-in on Bitcoin is like 53, bro. 53,200, I think. I'm way up there. But I'm cool, man. I'm cool. I'm only $97,000 down total on my portfolio, bro. I'm cool. We're all good, bro. My value's down $97,000. I'm cool. I'll report that shit on my taxes. I'm fine to do that. How about that? Yeah. Hey, how about that? Report a loss. A massive loss on my taxes. I wonder what effect that'll have. It's coming back, baby. It's coming back, baby. Baby, baby. It's coming back to me, baby. But I only have 0.08 Bitcoin. I have got 3, maybe 0.1, something like that. We'll find out. Maybe, baby. Maybe, baby. Freaking Oracle.
I've got 3.2 Bitcoins. No. My average buy price, 52,360. My average, but because I must have bought some, so it's lowered it a little bit. That's 52. I hold a lot of Bitcoin. It's too bad I didn't sell it all when Joe said this was going to happen and repurchase it now. Oh my goodness. Now I could still go down to 29, but that's not much under. That's only $6,000 lower. So you started buying at 11,500. Oh my God, bro, you were the visionary. Killer GB, you were the visionary buying Bitcoin at 11.5. So we got orange creamsicles across the board. You guys see those orange creamsicles? You guys see the orange creamsicles going across the, like little sausage links of orange? Uh-oh, an unexpected error occurred. An unexpected error occurred. Are we still live? Wow, we're seeing yellow markers on Bitcoin, double yellow markers. It's beautiful. Big green spike on Cardano. Nice rise on Matic. Ethereum is looking good right now with a lot of volume behind it. Look at all that volume over there on Cardano, guys. What's going on with Cardano? $1.07. Cardano, $1.07. Ethereum got just $365.93 away from Orlando's prediction. He said it was going to go down to $2,000. I said, no fucking way. He was way more accurate than me. We'll call him the crypto cult leader. What's Cardano going to do, man? Cardano's got a long way to go. But in the last 24 hours, it went up to $1.17. So that's good. I don't mind watching this, Keeping my eye on what's going on. But I just, there's a lot to cover on this show, and I haven't talked about any of it. I put it all in the title. By Teddy RACISTVELT. So there's I'm going to go to my history. history. The video, this will prime us for this. There you go.
Contextualized. Clap! Clap, you jerks! Clap! Happy Friday, everyone.
Do you want to know why they're not clapping in that studio for them? Because they just heard what they're going to be talking about. They know they're not going to clap for that bullshit. Wait, listen to this.
Jesse Waters is here. No. Don't change it. Don't change it. It's going to be great. Trust me.
He's telling everybody don't change the channel because he knows that everyone fucking hates Jesse Waters. Look at Jesse. He wants to be the next Bill O'Reilly with his fucking $1,000 suit. You see that shit? Yeah, look at that shit, man. He's trying to be the next Bill O'Reilly with his expensive watch and his fancy fucking suit and his fancy fucking expensive tie. He wants to be the next Sean Hannity so bad. And it's so funny to see where he came from and to see how he just sold out to become what he is. He just wants money. But I like the way Greg just totally calls him out.
So finally, justice has arrived after all the rampant crime, the smash and grabs, the subway shovers, the brutal random murders of young women. Our leaders are finally doing something about it. Late Wednesday night, a statue of Theodore Roosevelt, that's a president, Cat, was removed after standing in front of the American Museum of Natural History for more than 80 years. Yet instead of removing the vagrants who had defecating, doing drugs, and assaulting people, go after the inanimate stiff.
So you're complaining that an inanimate object is being removed, but the people, the actual live human beings, they're not being brutalized. He just complained about that. He literally just complained about that. Did you hear that? He literally said he put more value on a fucking statue than on human life. That's what Greg Gutfeld just did. When do I start my next grow? It's a good question, Tiffany. You can start whenever you want. You know, just keep it in 24 hours of light to keep it in a vegetative state. Whether it's inside or outside, you can start anytime you want. You want to make sure frosts are over, or make sure you're protected by frost with a greenhouse. You know, a plastic type of a, you know, like what I've got. A hot house. It doesn't have to be extensive. As long as it can protect against a freeze. And you've got a light you can hang in there to keep on there at night so they don't go into vegetative. They stay in vegetative state. You can start anytime you want. Get your trees as big as you want them before you put them in flower. So anyway, you guys, Teddy Roosevelt made some statements about Native Americans and other people of color. He called them dirty savages. He basically referred to Native Americans as disease-spreading savages. Does it upset you that they're removing his statue from a fucking wherever the fuck it is? Who cares? The man was a racist cunt. He said horrible things about other human beings because they had a different color of skin. No, doesn't bother me either. Seems to bother this fucking cunt, though. That's why he didn't get a lot of applause. Here, let's keep going.
That'll make life better. But hey, Teddy was evil. Those glasses, that mustache, he probably wore those as a disguise while he was beating up people of color.
He makes a joke about the fact that he had no respect for people of color. And he makes a joke about it. Thinks it's funny.
So get lost, you jerk, and take your racist horse with you. And what a heroic feat to rid us of Teddy, or at least his statue. So typical of libs to pick on something that can't hit back. By the way, the removal cost the city $2 million. So we're...
And that's fucking crazy. Bro, my buddy,
He owns a company that does that kind of shit. I guarantee you that shit didn't cost fucking $2 million if my buddy's company did it. That's bullshit. That's government waste spending right there.
Where are they sending Teddy to? Private school?
Overspending.
Antifa could have done it for free with ropes, with CNN looking the other way. Hell, Cat would have done it for
That's fucking hilarious what he just said, actually.
2 Sixers. The beer, not the players. But where else would you like that money to go? For more policing in the subways or the streets where crime is rampant?
Yeah, nobody's laughing at him.
Did you know the statue was deemed so offensive they covered it with a massive orange tarp? The same one Brian Stelter uses as a towel in the steam room. The monument's now in a library in North Dakota. So like all residents fleeing New York to Florida, it's probably safer. In the New York Post, they quote one of Teddy's descendants, Theodore Roosevelt V, who cheered the removal, saying the statue is being relocated to a place where its composition can be recontextualized to facilitate difficult, complex, and inclusive discussions. Well, thank you, you pretentious. If Teddy were alive, he'd dress you up like a white rhino and chase you through Central Park with a 12 gauge. Now, if you think I care about these statues, I don't. I'm not into statues except for the nudes.
Well, really? Because it certainly seems to bother you like it does. Isn't that funny? What a fucking lying hypocrite. He'll sit here, stare right in the camera, and lie to people. Oh, that just doesn't bother me. I'm only going to make it my opening segment.
And even then, the security at the museum keeps a pretty good eye on me. But this is part of a larger problem. Americans care about crime. They don't care about statues any more than they care about trans bathrooms or pronouns. But someone does. It's our craven leaders who are under the thumb of a tiny woke mob.
Hey, Greg, if it doesn't bother you, so let them fucking pull these stupid statues down. Shut the fuck up about it. It's no big deal. You're not losing history. You can go into a museum and go look at that goddamn statue all you want. Why? If it doesn't bother you, why are you bitching like a little bitch-ass bitch, you bitch motherfucking bitch? Why are you fucking bitching, you little bitch-ass bitch?
Crime explodes in every city run by libs. We hear the tragedies every day, but they don't get the outrage we saw over statues.
Oh, there's libs.
In the days of the George Floyd riots,
God.
When statues were
Get
dropping
over it,
Jeffrey
motherfucker.
Tubin's pants during a Zoom call. Never gets old. Now, many were of Confederate soldiers toppled by protesters, but it didn't stop there. Even the city leaders joined in, just as one guy predicted.
What's all the cars going on?
In the proud tradition of America's great leaders, from George Washington, please don't take his statue down, please. Please. To Lincoln, to Teddy Roosevelt, I see they want to take Teddy Roosevelt's down to. They're trying to figure out why. They don't know. They're trying to take away our culture. They're trying to take away our history. And our weak leaders.
No, Trump, you do when you try to ban critical race theory. You do. You're the one that's trying to ban history. You're a fucking liar and you're a dumb cunt. And I see you for exactly what you are.
They do it overnight. These things have been there for 150 years, for 100 years. Weak people.
We didn't deserve him. Protesters tore down statues of anti-slavery heroes, as well as statues of governors. They removed monuments honoring citizens who fought in the Union Army. They trashed statues of the missionary Unibero Serra. That's my high school. That high school is named after him. And they better leave my statue alone. I'm riding Tom Brady on horseback. Of course, Columbus was removed in Chicago by Lori Lightweight. Black kids are getting shot by other black kids. And she's like, let's get that dead Italian out of here. If only we had a visual aid to shed some light on these misplaced priorities.
I haven't seen this far in, guys.
Thank y'all for coming. I'll keep this brief before turning the mic over to the CNN Sex Crimes Unit. After 2 years of exhausting all of our resources, we have finally apprehended the man who has caused our community so much pain and sadness. His reign of terror is over, and we can finally feel safe again.
Statue?
Now I'll give you one last look at the son of a bitch before we put him away for good. We also caught his accomplice. I believe they call that the getaway. But in conclusion, him and the horse he rode in on. Oh, and if you call the department in the past couple of months about robberies and murders, I promise you we will return your phone call. We just got to work out some staffing issues. Thank you.
That's a police bus. So as crime spun out of control, our media saw progress in this pointless purge. Abe Lincoln's statue was toppled in Portland. I guess they're siding with John Wilkes Booth. Both Thomas Jefferson and George Washington were also knocked down in that town. Then they destroyed the city. Of course, there's no correlation there. Andrew Jackson in Mississippi, Francis Scott Key in San Francisco, Ulysses S. Grant also toppled in SF, probably to be replaced by a giant bronze pile of human feces. Even Frederick Douglass wasn't safe. He was torn down in Rochester, New York. Like Brian Kilmeade's fleas, that's a head scratcher. The Virgin Mary decapitated in Tennessee. Jesus Christ decapitated in Miami.
Yeah.
Probably because it needed a nose job. Even Gandhi was vandalized in Davis, California. And we all remember what a jerk he was. And yet the media and our politicians thought it was progress, that this would help cities and help people. But like what Disney did to Star Wars, they destroyed something and replaced it with something worse.
I agree.
The rest of us, though, we knew this was an excuse for mayhem, a gateway for more than just destroying statues. And what came next? Businesses and police precincts destroyed. Nothing was sacred. And when looting is defended as a good thing, society is as backwards as crisscrosses pants. There's a reference. It's the broken window theory on meth. You let society go to hell, and it quite literally goes to hell. We have criminals released from prison to commit more crime on New York subways, LA bus stations, high-end furniture stores. They'll stab you because they're as soulless and cold as the statues being torn down. And yet even now, the statues are still a priority because fake virtue signaling is easier than dealing with real suffering. And politicians were just more terrified of the mob than they were of you. Bill de Blasio, Ted Wheeler, Jacob Fry. If they were any more yellow, they'd be on The Simpsons.
Man, he doesn't seem so worried about people suffering. If he was, he's sitting there in that nice air-conditioned fucking studio with his fucking legs crossed, talking about all the problems of the world. I've never seen that motherfucker go out and speak in public. I've never seen him lead a march or feed the fucking homeless or try to fucking house people. You know, it's like, he's so smug and pathetic. And he's such a little man on so many levels, you know, such a small little man. I'm digging all these cam settings, bro. It's so easy to go from fucking video to video scene. These are great. It's great. Oh, it's great. It's great. What do you guys think? We good? You guys good? What, are we good here? I think we are. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next show. I don't know when it's going to be, but I will see you on that next show. Yo. Are we good? Are we good, yo? Whoa, look at me. Look at my eye there. There's my eye. Look at this. Maybe we should get rid of that. What is that? That's the maybe we want to do a speed test. Maybe we just want to do a speed test just to fuck off. Nobody else is here, huh? What, did everybody leave? Oh, I lost my whole goddams. Did I lose my whole goddams? Oh, 9 people still. Okay. Well, that ain't chatting. Oh, James McGill. Oh, man. I'm out of here. Out of here.